gardening. So you can see that these shows.
Simon's actually amazing in the way he times out. He usually gets about 3 minutes for the weather, but doesn't.
All the ABC studios are numbered in this consistent way across the.
Simon's actually amazing in the way he times out. He usually gets about 3 minutes for the weather, but doesn't have a script per se and auto cue. Virtually every other weather presenter I know will actually write out a script and will read off an auto cue. Simon does it through mental rehearsal and a few notes here and there, and yet every night, remarkably, he'll time out to 3 minutes. I don't have those skills. I need a script, and the script that appears is in the auto cue. Can I ask what your name is? Holly who? Holly Larkham. All right. Well, Holly Larkham, I have a computer in front of me, and I can change things that appear. Hopefully I've got the spelling right there, Holly. Now look at the auto cue. So good evening, Guy Stoner with ABC News. Hang on, we've got a last minute change. Oh no, Holly Larkham's reading the news tonight. So you better jump in the chair, Holly. You jump in the chair. And I operate my own auto cue. I'm the Hobart studio is the only place where that happens in the country. Everywhere else there's an auto cue operator, someone who'll do it for us. But we have a couple of foot pedals, and if you push down hard on that pedal, it's just like driving a car. All of a sudden the words scroll up, and push down hard. Can you push down hard on that pedal? All right. I'll shift it a little bit. Try now, over this. Okay, push down hard now. And can you read what's on the screen? That's okay. So that's how we read. Someone asked me, does the auto cue ever break? Yes, quite regularly. Usually when it does go down, it's only temporary, that it might just require a reboot, so it might only be down for a few minutes or whatever. But that's why if you see me with pieces of paper, no, they're not a prop, and it's not just giving my hands something to do, although that helps as well. I do like having something to actually do with my hands. They are a hard copy script of what's on the auto cue. Right. So if something does happen with the auto cue, it is a little disconcerting, but I'm not completely flying blind. And the reason why I'm shuffling the papers is that I'm trying to make sure, it doesn't always happen, but I'm trying to make sure the right script is always in front of me. So if something does freeze on that, I can just look down and continue reading the story. We've got exactly 30 minutes for our news. It means that the bulletin is really malleable. Every night we're making changes on the run, because things will happen, that stories will come in late. We might have factored in that a story's going to run for a minute 45, and we get the story, and lo and behold, it runs 2 minutes 15. If that happens, there's 30 seconds then in the bulletin that needs to come out. And so the producer and I, the producer and the technical director, will be sitting behind the glass in the control room over there. The producer and I will be having a conversation about where we can make the cuts to make sure that we time out exactly. If it's only a matter of a few seconds, let's say 15 seconds or so, the producer might simply get in my ear and say, you need to go faster to time out. Sometimes it might be the opposite. It's like, we've got a bit of time, we're about 20 seconds under, easy read, perhaps stretch it a little bit. Sometimes, we don't really need any of those things that someone might throw back, and I could have anything between, say, 5 and 20 or 25 seconds left till the end of the bulletin. There will be a purple clock will appear on the bottom of the auto cue, and that will tell me exactly how long I've got till we're off air. And if it says 20 seconds, then I roughly know what I can say to fill that time. So sometimes someone might throw back and there'll be 5 seconds left, which isn't much time at all, and I'll say, thanks Simon, see you tomorrow. Or if it's 20 seconds, it might be, thanks Simon, that's it for this evening's bulletin. If you happen to have missed any of tonight's stories, you can soon catch up on iView. Make sure you hang around, because up next is Lee Sales with 7:30. If you've got a weather photo you'd like to send to us, make sure you see you tomorrow. So there are different ways to stretch.
Yeah. Well, speaking of tours, at time, we've got to.
But it's all smoke and mirrors in here. So this is the weather set. So this camera here is generally used for the weather segment. You can see the green screen behind. So what we've got is the computer graphics superimposed on all of us that are standing in front of the camera here, you guys as well. So wherever we are, we get shown. Wherever there's nothing, then you get the green screen just shows the graphics. So what do you think would happen if I was to wear my green gardening? So you can see that he shows through the green. The guy's got a better shirt than mine. It's a bit closer to the green of the screen.
Don't you forget it either. So.
Yeah. So it's a good reason why you don't wear a green suit or a green. There we go.
I'm not the weatherman, but I am the weather.
So it's really,
You have no idea how many times I've used that gag.
it never gets old either, does it?
Only to me.
So the weather segment only a small part of the news, but the last 3 or 4 minutes of the news each night, and I do it without an auto cue. So I just do it a combination of a few notes that are scattered around. The whiteboard behind you over there's got some illegible writing on it, which is pretty much little notes for me. So behind the door in the back corner is a monitor, which you can't quite see through there. But that monitor there, I'm able to look at that monitor and see myself. And so the angles that we've got here between the camera and me and that make it look like I'm actually pointing at the wall. So obviously looking at the wall, there's nothing there, but looking at the monitor there, you get that impression that, you know, I can point to different places. So I don't know, one of the kids might want to stand on the mark there and try and point to a couple of places on screen. Is any volunteer? Yes. We've got a volunteer. Can you point to Hobart? Yes. Yep. Yes. What about why don't you point to Flinders Island? Yeah. Yep. Well, up a bit. Yeah. So it's one of the things that's a little bit tricky for the first couple of times you do it is that you're used to looking at yourself in a mirror and you're not looking at yourself in a mirror. So most people actually point the wrong way if I ask them to point at something the first time round. So maybe an adult might go doing that in a minute. But otherwise, little tips here. We've got little marks on the floor, little ropes on the floor here. That's a way of making sure that your feet are in the right spot, because if you've ever watched the weather, I step on and off the camera a lot. So just making sure you're in the right spot, you can feel it under your foot, and getting off and making sure that you're right off so that you haven't got your hand just sort of poking out through there as well. But anyway, it's all little tricks to try and make it look like it's a bit more schmick than it actually is. So, yeah, any questions?
All the ABC studios are numbered in this consistent way across the entire country, because you can broadcast from any studio, from any transmitter in the entire country. So 2 studios that way through the glass. You can see Studio 702 with the computers facing towards us. That's normally where we go to air from. But we're not in there right now doing this tour, because in an hour or two, Sally and Erica from Triple J will be broadcasting their afternoon show from that studio.